Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Answer Business Show. My name is Chris Pastrana, and today I'm here with Bob Burgess. How you doing, Bob?
Hey, Chris. Nice to see you. Thanks for having me.
And we are with MakeGreenGoGreen.com.
Yes.
Right? Bob
yeah.
Burgess. Awesome. So let's get started. Let's talk about what you do.
Well, it's an interesting story. I'm grateful to be here, and thanks for the opportunity. I'm really here to kind of just tell a little bit of my story and see how that unfolds with your viewers. Because it's a good story.
Yeah.
This is one of those happy, successful stories for a change, positive. About a year ago, I found myself to be very overweight. I was weighing in about 285 pounds.
Yeah.
And then for those that can't see me completely, I'm about 5'10" and a half. So I should be about 195, 190 for my frame and my height. But I was in a sedentary type of work, doing airport limousine work, and just put on a bunch of weight over the years, you know. And I found a way through some friends to adopt a healthier eating plan through a meal plan and using some targeted nutritional tools to help stimulate your metabolism and help burn fat.
Yeah.
But it's not a diet. So I started following this regimen to see if it would work for me. You know, I've tried a million things to lose weight. I've tried a lot of different diets. I've tried the Atkins thing. I did Nutrisystem, Weight Watchers, you know, starvation, all these crazy things that sometimes they work for a little bit, right? You lose some weight.
Yeah.
But typically after 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 weeks, the thing ends and you go back to your old habits. So it's a yo-yo, and everybody knows what I'm talking about that's struggled any weight.
Yeah.
So what happened is I was kind of going along pretty well for 4 or 5 months, but not really losing any weight yet because I hadn't changed my lifestyle. I was just taking my vitamins, trying to clean up my diet, but I hadn't gotten exercise yet. I hadn't really committed 100%. And then something drastic happened. I got a new job offer. I was able to get out of this crazy limousine job, working 6 days a week, you know, 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Eating roast beef sandwiches, going back and forth to Logan Airport, Kelly's, you know, bad lifestyle.
Yeah.
Sitting in the car 8-10 hours a day. Meeting a lot of nice people, but not healthy. So I'm praying, please God, help me get a better job. And I got this job offer. And they wanted me to go for a pre-employment physical. So I had to go, and they did the height and weight and all that stuff. And I had kind of a moment of reckoning, you know. I weighed in at 285 pounds. And that's close to 300. And that's a lot of weight for someone my height.
Yeah.
That's too much. And they said I was morbidly obese. I didn't like the sounds of that. My blood pressure was high. I think it was 125 over 90. Triglycerides were very high, high cholesterol, pre-diabetic. So I decided then and there, you know, I got the job, and I passed the physical enough to get the job, but I had to change my life. I don't know, people can relate to getting that point in life where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're ready for change.
Yeah.
And you're really serious about making a change. But I knew it wasn't going to happen overnight, and I wasn't going to do some diet. So this friend of mine had showed me this meal plan that had worked for him, and I started adopting the principles of following this real food meal plan, cranking up my use of some nutritional tools, and I just started exercising a little bit. And I mean a half hour, 3 days a week at the Y.
Yeah.
Hitting the treadmill, and all I could do is a little bit of a fast walk.
Yeah.
And I'm sweating and I'm huffing and puffing, but I was going. And all I wanted to do was get through the first month doing 3 days a week and accomplish that. And slowly but surely, my body started changing. And I had a lot of support from my friends. And after a couple of months, I'm feeling a little better. I'm starting to look a little better. 3 months into this thing, I started July 25th. By October, I was down 30 pounds plus. And now people are seeing the change in me. You know, my face was thinner. This is what I look like.
Yeah.
When I started. That's my Martha's Vineyard golf shirt. My big belly sticking out. So that's what I looked like before at 285 pounds.
Yeah.
As I sit with you today, I weigh just under 225.
That's good.
So I've dropped 60 pounds since July 25th, and today is January 3rd. So about 5.5, almost 6 months. So nice, steady, gradual weight loss, about 10 pounds a month. My metabolism completely reset itself. So my body is now kind of a fat-burning machine. So I eat 5 or 6 times a day, which is easy to do. It's real food. And I take some nutritional tools to help along with that. And I keep exercising.
Yeah.
I drink a lot of water. And now my life has completely changed, and I'm in a position to help other people. And that's why I'm here today, is to kind of give my testimony, give my story, and offer help and encouragement and hope. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that have struggled with weight and with other health concerns. And sometimes you just, it's like, I don't even know what to do anymore. You know, I've tried everything, and nothing's ever going to work for me again. And I've been there, and I found a way out of that roller coaster, that merry-go-round, with real food and real help, and nothing that's rocket science, but it makes sense. And it's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. What we do is we kind of eat 5 to 6 times a day. You have a healthy breakfast in the morning, you have a mid-morning snack, you have a healthy lunch, you have an afternoon snack, you have a healthy dinner. And if you're still hungry, you can have an evening snack. So you're eating every 2 to 3 times a day, which is what athletes do, which is what peak performance people do. Yeah. Because they have to feed their metabolism. It's burning all the time. And the result of that is improved health. My numbers just came back from my annual physical. My triglycerides dropped, I don't know, they were 197, they're down to 110. My weight dropped from the 285 to 225. My total cholesterol dropped in half almost. It was crazy. The good cholesterol went up, the bad cholesterol went down, which is what you want. Yeah. And my blood pressure, what used to be 125 over 90 is now 115 over 55. Good. So huge increase in numbers. Yeah, yeah. I no longer need medication for cholesterol or high blood pressure. Not that I did, but I was right on the fence, you know, of that line of them saying, you're going to start to need to take some meds if you don't change your life. Yeah. So that's kind of my story. Okay. And it's kind of turned into a business. You know, now I'm working as a coach, health and wellness coach, to help other people enhance their lives and make some positive changes in their life. Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. I like that. Congratulations on losing.
Thanks. Yeah, it's not easy.
And getting healthy, yeah.
But it hasn't been all that hard either. You know, people say to me all the time, wow, I don't know if I could do that. And geez, you look great. And I know how hard it is. And it is hard because it takes commitment. Mm-hmm. It takes a daily willingness to follow along this path. But I don't do it perfectly. We follow what's called an 80-20 rule. Yeah. So 80% of the time, I'm pretty strict. I'm disciplined. I follow my meal plan. I take my vitamins. I don't eat a lot of bread or sugary stuff or, you know, pasta. But 20% of the time, which is the weekends, I'll have some pizza. I'll have a cheeseburger with some sweet potato fries. Mm. I'll have a nice piece of carrot cake for dessert. I don't worry about it. That goes in the 20% bucket. Yeah. So if you work it like that, 80-20, and you treat this as a lifestyle, you never diet again. I don't count portions. I don't count calories. There's no points. It's nothing like that. It's you learn to listen to your body. You learn to feed your body based on what your body's telling you. And you learn to use food as fuel, not so much as comfort. I don't know about you. I don't know about anybody else, but a lot of times, you know, I'm sitting on the couch and I'm bored, and all of a sudden the whole bag of mint Milanos is gone. Yeah. The first tier is good. The second tier is even better. Well, I may as well finish the bag. Yeah. And that's what a lot of us go through. We're emotional eaters. It just, you know, you don't even know you're doing it.
Yeah, and there's the stress. Trust me, I understand the overweight thing, like, totally. Yeah. You know, jelly beans are my thing. Jelly beans and some pizza, and I can go all day. You know, and but yeah, you know, losing weight's hard. I had a guest on a few months ago when we were talking about this. Okay. And like, your body's not really designed to lose weight. It's hard. It's hard for it to do.
It's very tricky. There's some principles that I've learned that help trigger fat burning in the body. Yeah. What we do with my business is we offer up a 6-week weight loss challenge. It's free. There's no charge to do this challenge. The meal plan is free. But what it helps you do is the first couple of weeks, you reset your metabolism. So we're cutting out a lot of fruit, carbs, no bread, no pasta. We're cutting out a couple of vegetables that have a lot of high natural sugars in them, like peas, corn, and carrots. We're getting rid of some of that stuff in the first 2 weeks, but just for the first 2 weeks. And your body resets its metabolism. It starts to really burn fat a lot easier, more efficiently. Second 2 weeks, we're reintroducing some healthy carbs, sweet potatoes, brown rice, strawberries, blueberries. You're starting to add in some more fruit, some more carbs, good whole wheat bread. Ezekiel bread is really my favorite. It's frozen. I don't know if you know about that stuff. No. It's sprouted grain bread. There's no wheat in it. It's absolutely delicious. So you start to learn about all these other alternatives that are out there in the marketplace that are healthy and better choices for your health and for your diet. So you go through that second week phase, and then the last 2 weeks and moving forward is what we call real life. And you just practice this type of lifestyle for the rest of your life. Because it's not a diet. It's just a different way of approaching food. And you get a little exercise, you get your body moving, and the weight just comes off. It just comes off. There's no effort in the body burning fat anymore.
Yeah.
Because you've switched inside your metabolism to be burning on a regular basis. So it's very cool.
Yeah, that is good. And because I could see that's where a lot of people. First, we'll start with the bread thing.
Well, I love bread.
What is that bread called? Like,
that bread is Ezekiel.
Ezekiel?
They make like 3 or 4 or 5 different types of it. It's sold in the frozen section of the grocery store where they have the good gourmet health food stuff in the frozen section. You find some of the frozen pizzas, some of the frozen entrees, and Ezekiel bread is sold frozen. It's delicious. In the toast, it's awesome. If you have it as a sandwich, it's kind of dense and really crunchy, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
But when you throw it in the toaster, it's awesome.
That's good because
there's no wheat in it, no gluten.
Yeah.
It's sprouted grains.
Yeah, that's really good because just from my own research, and because I used to be in really good shape. I was in the military and stuff, and I was in good shape. Then I got out, and I decided not to anymore.
Yeah.
But
I hear you.
what was I going to say? Oh, the grains are just wheat is super bad for you. Like,
well, it depends.
Generally,
I mean, you have to watch out. Some people are sensitive to wheat and to gluten, and others aren't. I've just found that I like this bread because it's a better choice. It's a better alternative. I'll still have a nice crusty roll when I'm out to dinner. I'll have a nice piece of sourdough bread once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not eating it every day anymore.
Yeah, it's a pretty good set of moderation there.
Yeah, moderation. Right? Moderation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I used to sell cars, that's like what you live on is pizza. So
it's just so easy. The other key to success with what I've done and what I teach people is to be a good planner.
Yeah.
I do a little meal prep probably once a week, sometimes twice a week. So I'll cook up a bunch of chicken breasts, throw some vegetables on a sheet pan, get them in the oven. I might make a batch of soup. I'll prep some salad stuff, put everything in some containers and put that in the fridge. So I have my lunches already set for the week. I might even have some dinners already set for the week. I'll boil a half a dozen to a dozen eggs. So I have those available for snacks and protein on the go. And then I take stuff with me when I leave the house in the morning. I've got a little lunch bale, and that's filled with some snacks, some almonds, some cheese sticks, some yogurt. I might have a couple of boiled eggs in there. I might have a protein bar. Might have my salad with some protein on it. If I know I'm not going to be home from dinner, I'll have one of my dinners thrown in there. Then I'm prepared, because when that hunger hits you every 2 to 3 hours, and it does, I have to eat something. I don't want to be not prepared and be going driving by a Wendy's and have that double cheeseburger calling me like it used to. Come on, Bob. I'm good. Stop by and eat me.
Yeah, I got you there.
But if I'm prepared and I have something in the car, I'm ready to go for success. That's one of the keys to this philosophy is preparation is key. So you prepare yourself for success every day. And that way you're not so tempted when the food cravings hit you. Yeah. And over time, the food cravings have gone away.
Yeah.
I'm not craving the sugary stuff. I'm not craving the carbs like I used to. And when I have them sometimes, Chris, I don't feel as good eating that stuff anymore like I thought I would. I'll pay a little price.
Yeah.
I might be a little bloated the next day.
Yeah.
And I'll say, geez, I should have had maybe 3 pieces of pizza instead of 4.
Yeah.
That 4th one did me in.
Yeah. No.
Right? So you learn to listen to your body.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I know that feeling really
We all do.
Yeah. It used to happen a lot back in the Army. Like you come home and like your first weekend back from deployment, and it's miserable. And you get back to formation on Monday, and you're like, oh god, I shouldn't have done any of that.
I know.
Yeah.
I hear you. I mean, Thanksgiving was awesome. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
People are asking me, what did you do for Thanksgiving? I said, I ate turkey. I had mashed potatoes, a little gravy. I had some squash. I had a piece of apple pie for dessert. But I didn't gorge myself. I took my time eating. I was conscious of what I was eating. When I was hungry, I ate. When I was not hungry, I stopped eating. Simple concept.
Yeah.
But it's not easy to grasp that when you're trying to go through this stuff,
Yeah.
And I knew I didn't have to worry about anything that day because that was going in the 20% bucket.
Yeah.
The following day, I was back eating a lot cleaner and healthier and leaner. There was no mashed potatoes with gravy day 2. That was just on Thanksgiving Day,
Just that one time.
Yeah. And that's all I needed, you know,
Yeah.
for that day.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why you can do this as a lifestyle, and you can go out to eat at a restaurant and you learn what to order that's a little healthier than what you might have ordered in the past.
Oh yeah.
Go to a friend's for dinner or for a party, and you don't have to worry. You just kind of learn what's a healthier choice, and you kind of go that way instead of eating the stuff that's not as healthy. Yeah. But you still can. You just don't worry about it because the next day you're back on track.
Mm. So, some of your 6-week challenge. So you do a 6-week challenge. You said you provide them their like kind of like what their diet's supposed to look like.
Yeah, we have an actual printed out plan. It's a 10-page plan that has a whole list of yes foods and no foods. So their first 2 weeks, there's like 2 pages of choices for vegetables, proteins, salads, nuts, seeds, condiments, beverages, tons of choices on the yes list. And there's maybe 25 items that are on the no list. You know, like I said, no bread, no pasta, no white potatoes, no carrots, peas, or corn, no strawberries, blueberries. We're cutting out fruit and bread and pasta the first 2 weeks. So breakfast, for example, for me can be 2 or 3 eggs. It can be some low-fat or light Greek yogurt. It can be some cottage cheese. It can be some lean protein, you know, turkey sausage, chicken sausage. That's all acceptable. It can be a couple of boiled eggs if I'm in a rush. It can be a protein shake if I have no time in the morning, I'm out the door, or protein bar. We have a lot of options. And if I'm still a little hungry, I can have more than just 2 eggs. I eat until I feel full. Mid-morning snack, you know, by 10:30, it's mid-morning for me. I'm ready for a snack. And I often have like a health shake. It's a blood glucose control shake. It helps stabilize your blood sugar for the morning and early afternoon hours, so you don't get those spikes like most of us have. If you eat a lot of sugary stuff, your insulin spikes, your blood sugar goes up, then it crashes, and then you're tired and you're craving it again. So this product kind of eliminates that. It balances it out. It helps reduce your food cravings for sugary stuff and carbs. So that's my mid-morning snack. Delicious chocolate or vanilla, killer stuff, and it's actually been clinically tested to do what it's supposed to do. Lunchtime is typically a salad and some lean protein, chicken, fish, steak, turkey, whatever you like. And people ask me, well, if I have a salad and 1 chicken breast, what happens if I'm still hungry? Guess what? Eat more salad, have some more chicken, have a couple of boiled eggs, have something else you haven't eaten yet during the day. You can have more of what you need to eat as long as it's on the yes list.
Yeah.
Afternoon snack, I like to have some almonds, a big handful of almonds, usually 20, 25 almonds, so I get that crunch. And maybe a cheese stick, some low-fat mozzarella cheese stick. So that's a nice combination.
Yeah.
Or a couple of boiled eggs, or a snack bar, or some more cottage cheese, or a yogurt, some more chicken. Anything I want that's on my yes list.
Yeah.
At dinner, those first 2 weeks, as I mentioned, is typically a nice portion of lean protein. Whatever you want, steak, chicken, fish, whatever you like, pork, turkey, and 2 cups of vegetables. And that's it. Typically, before I have my dinner, what we recommend for folks is also to have some kind of a fiber drink product, because it'll help cleanse the gut a little bit and fill you up a little bit before you have your evening meal.
Yeah.
And that's a real good suggestion. Most of us don't get enough fiber in our diet. But you want to be careful with what's out there in the market. Some fiber products are okay, others are better than others. So you want to read the label and see what you're getting for your money. We have a great one that I help people with. And it tastes good. It tastes like strawberries and blueberries all mixed up in a little powder. Yeah. And then you have dinner, and then I don't really crave much after dinner. I'm drinking plenty of water throughout the day. Yeah, you can have coffee. You can have half and half in your coffee, but no artificial sweeteners. We'll use stevia or something like that. No aspartame. That stuff's really bad for you. So it's very simple, and there's lots of choices. You know, tons of vegetables to choose from, lots of protein choices to choose from, salads. One of my favorite salad dressings that I learned by doing this is called Bragg, B-R-A-G-G. Probably a lot of people have heard of it. It's at the store. It's a Hannaford Shop and Save You Market Basket. It's an organic vinaigrette dressing. Has organic apple cider vinegar, organic olive oil, some natural seasonings. It's delicious, and it's healthy.
Yeah.
It's good for you. So that's my go-to salad dressing all the time. Yeah. Most of the time, not all the time. I like ranch once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very good.
Hummus, you know, that's a good evening snack. Some carrots or celery, a little hummus. Good stuff.
Yeah. I've definitely heard kind of your, like you were saying, fiber and protein towards the end of the day kind of help get through till the next morning. So,
right.
I understand that one.
And another key component that I've learned to make use of is getting a good quality vitamin mineral supplement. People tell me, oh, I don't take vitamins because they don't work. And that's true a lot of times. Science has kind of proven that usually you only assimilate between 8 and 10% of what's in an over-the-counter vitamin mineral.
Yeah.
The ingredients maybe aren't what's in the bottle. The minerals don't absorb very easily. Excuse me. So you want to look for a good quality vitamin mineral supplement. We have one that we use that's very good quality. It's actually patented, and it works. It gets into your system the way it's supposed to. But it helps to bridge the nutritional gaps. You know, even if you ate an absolutely incredibly healthy diet, bell to bell, all day long, you still can't get enough of the nutritional value that we got 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Because the soils are depleted. You're not getting enough of the minerals and nutrients that are in the soils that are farmed, where they're flipping it over and over again, and they're adding pesticides and chemicals a lot of times to farm that product and get it to the stores. And who knows how long it's been sitting in a truck and how long it's been shipped across the country before you finally pick it, unless you're going local, which I recommend. I love shopping at local farms and farm stands.
Yeah, those are fun.
Get New Hampshire stuff, it's the best. But having a good quality vitamin mineral is key to help bridge those nutritional gaps. In addition to eating healthy, I think it's important. And it's helped me. I get more energy by using these vitamins than I've ever had. I'm not sick, hardly at all. My fingernails are growing like crazy. My hair's not growing back, but can't have everything.
Yeah, I got you there.
Skin's good. All my blood work numbers are awesome. So I know that was one of the key changes that I made, along with losing weight and some exercise. But the internal stuff has improved a lot. And I know that's attributable to these patent vitamins that we use.
Good.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. I wanted to say something. I forget what it was now. Oh, we were talking about meal prepping a little bit.
Yeah, meal prepping. Yeah.
I know people can find that kind of like daunting, I guess, at times.
Yeah, I did at first. I was like, how am I going to do all this? And I'm going to spend hours. Every Sunday I'm going to be in the kitchen for 10 hours a day. It's not like that. Typically, it takes me an hour to do my grocery shopping once a week. Mm-hmm. And I'll make a batch of stuff. I'm a single guy. So, I don't just cook one chicken breast. I'll have 3, 4, 5 chicken breasts on that sheet pan going in the oven. Get some vegetables steaming at the same time. Make some salad stuff all at the same time. So it only takes 2 or 3 hours. And you've got, half a dozen to a dozen meals prepped and ready to go. Boil a batch of eggs. So by the time you go grocery shopping, the time you get home, you throw stuff in the oven, you clean it up, you bake it, you cook it, you steam it, package it up in some containers, throw it in the fridge. 2 or 3 hours, you're done. And the work's done for the week. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to come out from work every night like, what are we going to have? You've already figured out one day earlier on a Saturday or Sunday or Monday, whenever you do it, I'm going to make some chicken, I'm going to make some turkey, I'm going to make some stuffed peppers, I'm going to make whatever. Batch of chicken soup, and then you have it ready to go. So it's key, and it's easy to do. But at first, you're like, how do I do this stuff? I don't even know what to buy.
Yeah, is there any tips for how to kind of get through this, or get
we have recipes with the meal plan that people make use of. We have all the support. People share their recipes and their ideas all the time. I just learned how to do a really good recipe for stuffed peppers. I don't know if you like stuffed peppers.
Yeah. I like peppers.
Instead of using hamburger, use ground turkey and saute some onions. Use the ground turkey, some seasonings, and instead of using rice, we've been using these cauliflower crumbles. Excuse me. They call it cauliflower rice, kind of the same thing. Stuffed peppers recipe.
Yeah.
So I was trying to explain to you about these cauliflower crumbles. Are you, you familiar with those?
I might have heard of them, but
they come in a bag. It's basically fresh cauliflower, but ground up. So they're like in little tiny balls like this, little tiny units. Mm-hmm. They call them cauliflower rice or cauliflower crumbles. Okay. It's a nice alternative to rice. So I add that into the turkey, the onions, some spices, mix it up. Throw that into some stuffed peppers, little diced tomatoes, some cheese on top, into the oven.
That's very good.
Yeah, it's tasty.
Yeah. I like healthy food. I also like unhealthy food, which is my problem. But, I can definitely see it because that's a big problem for a lot of people is weight gain, weight loss.
Yeah.
It's a huge industry.
Oh, it's a billion-dollar industry.
Yeah, and like you were talking about earlier, there's like 1,000 diets, there's 1,000 everythings, and
I mean, there's a book that's called Diets Don't Work. I mean, that's how bad it is that people write books with that title on it. You know?
Yeah, and everyone's fighting to figure out something that works for them. So
and there's no magic pill.
Yeah,
this is not rocket science. What I have done for myself and what I'm sharing with other people, it's logical. It's backed by science. Nutritionists are on board. Doctors are on board. It's just a simple program, but it's a way of changing how you think about food. You change your body by eating a little differently and eating on a regular basis 5-6 times a day. It's called grazing. And you reset that metabolism.
Yeah. It's good. I like that. What was I going to say? I don't know. But, so we've talked a lot about kind of what you do with the 6-week plan and prepping and stuff like that. But let's talk about your business a little bit because a lot of the stuff you talked about is free, and I'm like, which I get because I do the same thing because I do a lot of free stuff. Yeah. But like let's get into the business a little bit. Like, what do you do? You said you coach as well.
Yeah, part of what this is all about is a coaching element. For example, we're launching a 6-week kickoff starting January 15th. Mm-hmm. So if anyone's interested in getting a little more information and they'd like to get started with a little healthier eating for this new year, we've got hundreds of people all over the country that are going to be starting off January 15th to do the 6-week weight loss challenge. Yeah. And there are some pieces to that offer some compensation down the road for coaches like myself, but there's no charge to people to get on board and change their life. Mm-hmm. So I'm starting to branch this business into some other avenues. We're doing some wellness workshops now for corporations, for community centers. Along with this meal plan and this weight management piece of my business, there are 5 other different shopping aisles, if you will, or pieces of the pie that we help people with to enhance their lives. Yeah. One is in the home and helping people to learn how to remove a lot of the toxic chemicals and have a safer home for themselves and their kids. A lot of everyday products have a lot of nasty stuff in them that aren't on the label because they don't have to be on the label, and people aren't aware of what's in a lot of their everyday products. You know, Johnson & Johnson's baby shampoo actually has a little formaldehyde in it. Mm-hmm. It's a proven fact. A lot of the laundry detergents have a lot of caustic chemicals that if your kids get into them, you're calling poison control. You're going to the ER. And there are alternatives. There are a lot of green manufacturers out there that provide alternative solutions. A lot of health problems are related to what's in your home with your chemicals and your cleaning products, asthma and other issues. We've found that when you clear the home away from all this over-the-counter and regular grocery store brand toxic chemical cleaning products and laundry detergents and stuff in the bathroom and stuff under the sink and air fresheners and all these different things that we take for granted that we think are okay to use, and you learn about what's in them and what's not okay to have in your body, and you get rid of it and you switch brands to a healthier alternative, health conditions improve automatically. So that's a big piece of what we're doing now is educating people on how to have a safer home. And then there's other pieces of the puzzle that we work with. Weight management is a big one. Increasing energy is a big one. Cleaning up the environment in your home is a big one. Teaching financial wellness. One of my goals is to help people get out of debt. And how do you do that in life, you know? You make more money, you spend less money. There are other solutions on how you can learn to enhance your overall income. Yeah. And we have some teachings that we offer people for that as well. Mm-hmm. So there's a variety of pieces of the business, and a lot of what we do is share our information on a regular basis with individuals and with small groups and with companies that are looking to improve their overall wellness of their employees. Yeah. Because if they're healthier, guess what? They're not going to the doctor as much. Healthcare costs come down. Productivity goes up. Yeah. Everybody wins. Definitely. And they're willing to pay us a consulting fee in a lot of cases to come in and do that kind of thing.
All right. Cool. Because, interesting point, you're talking about budgets. Eating out is one of the big things that throws budgets out of whack. Sure. So that those 2 factors of your business work very well together. I figured I'd throw that out there.
Absolutely. I mean, I love it when we're out to eat. Don't get me wrong. At least once, twice a week, I'm out.
Yeah. It's fun, you know, get up, you're like, oh, I don't feel like cooking, let's go do something, you know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, eating healthier and then just avoiding some places that you know you're not going to get anything healthy.
Right.
Like, as much as I like Applebee's, there's nothing there under 1,000 calories. You know.
Well, you just have to be careful. You have to be educated, you know, and learn to look at a menu a little differently than you normally did. You can eat healthy almost anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Even at McDonald's, you can eat healthy, so to speak, with salads and chicken and oatmeal. They have some good choices at a McDonald's that are not that bad for you. I mean, I'd still rather go somewhere else, believe me. But in a pinch, you can make the healthiest choice possible by learning and educating yourself and plugging into some programs and systems and tools that'll teach you. You know, it's taken me 25 years. I've been studying this stuff for over 25 years, health and nutrition and wellness, for a long, long time. Started off studying Chinese herbs and how those affect the body, and the yin and the yang and the qi, and balancing the systems of the body and all of that kind of thing, and learning about nutrition and weight loss and how to really accomplish that, you know. And I couldn't figure it out for the longest time. I couldn't find a way to really make something work long term.
Yeah.
And then exercise, you know, what's the right way to exercise? Do I need to do cardio first or strength training first? When do I throw in a swim at the pool? What about tennis? What about skiing? You know, what do I need to do to be healthy in that realm of life? How do I incorporate exercise on a regular basis? Should I go in the morning? Should I go at night? Everyone has a different opinion.
Yeah, everyone has a different opinion.
Right?
And there's like industries.
And in the meantime, you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't get out of that couch. I have a friend that was like, Bob, I've had my gym bag in my trunk for a month. Can you just help me get to the Y? Like, yeah, I'll just pick you up and drag your butt to the Y and you'll start. Well, how did you do it? I said, that's what I did. I just forced myself to go. Big belly, puffy face, shorts that didn't look too good on my butt. The heck with my pride and my ego. Got rid of it. I walked in and I just started. I broke the ice. I didn't care anymore because I had to make a change. I didn't care anymore what other people were going to think or not think. I had to do it for me. And after a couple of months, I wasn't so embarrassed about how I looked on the treadmill, you know?
Yeah.
And I was doing a little better on the treadmill. I could keep up with the guy next to me, you know?
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. But it's a process, you know? It's not perfection. It's progress. You chip away at this a little bit at a time. You don't have to do it alone. Our company offers a lot of support. We have accountability partners that partner up with people. We have coaches that partner up with people. So you're not alone on this journey, you know, and that's what I've found to be really key. I've tried other things to do on my own. They didn't work long term, and I was alone. I didn't have a lot of support from anybody. I had no support, really. It was up to me to figure it out, and when I had questions, who do I ask? You know, I had no one encouraging me, no one to check on my accountability if I was really showing up at the gym. Like I said I was going to do 3 days a week. Did I really do that? So we offer that as well to help people stay on track so they don't feel alone.
Yeah, and that's a big thing too. Like you were talking about accountability. As we were talking, I had this really funny idea. You were talking about going to people's houses and showing them what's bad. Yeah. I'm like, just show up and be like, just empty out all their like food and be like,
well,
you can't eat any of this. This is bad and this is why. And
I don't do that. I don't do that.
I think that's a good. We should look at that.
That's drastic.
Yeah, yeah, that's like super drastic.
I believe in doing things gradually. If someone wants to do a complete switcheroo, I'm with it. I'm on board. But that's not a requirement.
Yeah.
You know? I didn't do that when I got started on this journey. I mean, I did stop going to Wendy's, and I stopped eating fast food, and I stopped my roast beef sandwiches at Kelly's. I did stop that.
Yeah.
But it was a gradual process of trying to follow a meal plan that made sense, that was easy to follow, getting to the gym a little bit, taking my nutritional tools a little bit, you know, but consistent. And then having patience. You know, the hardest thing, everybody wants results now.
Mm-hmm.
How can I lose 10 pounds in a week? I got a wedding coming up in 4 weeks. How am I going to drop 20 pounds and 3 dress sizes in 2 weeks?
Cut off your leg.
I mean, and then, so you starve yourself, right?
Yeah.
And guess what? You lose some weight. You lose some water weight. You might lose some inches. You might lose some fat. But guess what happens? It all comes back plus 5 pounds. Because your body is starving itself. It's not being fed nutrition. You have to eat. And I didn't understand this, you know. For years, I would skip breakfast. I'd skip a lunch and I'd have a big dinner. And I thought that was a good way to lose weight. It's not a good way to lose weight. Not at all. It actually makes you gain weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a process. You learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to hound you about this and be like, no, we're going to go into their houses. We're going to strip all the stuff.
Oh, man, Chris, we're not doing that.
No,
we're not a SWAT team. We're not ninjas going in.
Yeah, I got you.
The food police.
I like that idea.
There's enough of that in the world, you know?
Yeah, and it's moderation. It's like a gradual changing of your lifestyle because you spend decades or probably decades building up these habits.
Years and years of bad habits.
Yeah.
And gradual weight gain and health that's declined gradually over years.
Yeah, so you can't just pop that and jump back into a healthy lifestyle. You got to slowly change one thing at a time.
I knew that when I made that decision on July 25th that this wasn't going to happen overnight for me. I didn't put on all that extra weight in a couple of months. It was over a couple of years of just not living a healthy life. But I decided I was going to start. I was going to be consistent. I was going to follow a proven plan and system. I was going to get help and support along the way. And the biggest thing that I told myself, and I gave my permission to myself, was to be patient. Mm-hmm. I figured 6 months was a good time frame to shoot for to see what kind of results would I have in 6 months. That's all I was shooting for.
Yeah.
And I wanted to maybe drop 20 to 30 pounds or in 6 months. So you do the math. Well, that's only 2 pounds a month or 2 pounds a week, something like that. What do we do the math? 6 months, right? So if I do 5 pounds a month for 6 months, that's 30 pounds. Mm-hmm. That's just over a pound a week.
Yeah.
That's realistic. That's doable. That's very doable. And my results were about 2 pounds a week. 2.5 pounds a week, 10 pounds a month is what I've done.
Good. It's really good.
And that's healthy.
Yeah.
That's, any doctor will tell you, any nutritionist, dietitian, that's a healthy weight loss.
Yeah.
You're not dropping tons of weight and then you're going to go back on the roller coaster and put it all back on.
Yeah.
It's a gradual weight loss. Let your body readjust itself and it becomes a lifestyle.
Yeah. And changing weight, like your 2+ pound, I forget what it's supposed to be, say a pound or so a week, but when you're heavier, you can lose a little bit more. You got
you got a little more. If you have a little more to lose, you're going to lose more.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're leaner, you can just lose some body fat that everybody in that category might need to lose. Athletes, they're always watching their body mass index.
Yeah.
This kind of eating and these nutritional tools work for people that actually need to gain weight. If they need to put on some extra lean muscle and lean tissue, that can be accomplished. We have a lot of athletes that follow our program for a variety of purposes, not for weight loss, but to maintain their muscle tone. Athletes like, not Tom Brady is not one of our guys, but professional athletes, they follow very strict diets. They follow very strict nutritional programs. They have to. They're at peak performance levels.
Yeah, it's their job to be that way.
They get paid big bucks.
Yeah.
To be healthy and be top performers in life.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
The average guy can do that too, maybe not to that level, but I like to try to be the best person I can be, and I want to try to help other people achieve the results they're looking to achieve in their life, whatever those are.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be tons of weight loss. It could just be 5 or 10 pounds, 15, 20 pounds to look better for a wedding, for a graduation that's coming up, just to feel better in some clothes that are tight. I had a hard time just spending overtime in my shoes. I was embarrassed if I dropped a pen on the floor. It's like I had a hard time bending down and picking it up without falling over.
Yeah.
It's the God's honest truth. It was bad.
Yeah.
I couldn't climb the stairs without huffing and puffing. My knees hurt. I was on my way to a very unhealthy way of life.
Yeah.
I hadn't made a change.
Yeah, definitely. Now with your 6-week challenge.
Yeah.
Back to that real quick.
Yeah.
Do you guys make recommendations for like exercise during that, or are you not?
Well, we
doing
do.
exercise
It's
during
really individual. There's no strict exercise regimen.
Mm-hmm.
What we suggest is you start moving your body. However that is, start going for a walk 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Get out and walk around the block, or get to the gym, or do something you like. But start moving your body on a regular basis, whatever that is, and start gradual. If it's 10 minutes of a walk, and you can do that 3 days a week, guess what? That's more than you did last week, because you did nothing last week, right?
Yeah.
So we just recommend you incorporate some type of a plan that's realistic, that's doable, and that you can be consistent to, you can commit to. And then you build on that. Because that's what I did, and that's what worked for me. All I knew was I wanted to go 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And I did that for a month. And I said, well, I think I'm going to try 4 days a week and see what happens. So I committed, no excuses. 4 days a week, no matter what, I was going. And I did. half hour became 45 minutes at the Y. 45 minutes turned into an hour. Now I'm on the treadmill. I'm not huffing and puffing as much. I'm doing a little strength training. I'm hitting the pool. And guess what? It's not hard anymore. Now I'm enjoying it. You ever like try to work out and you go for a couple weeks and then you just stop going? Or you go for 3 or 4 weeks and you just kind of stop going? Right?
Yeah, I've been there.
You've been there.
Of course,
Everyone's been there.
Most people have.
I've been there a million times. I never got to that point where I got over the hump and it didn't become, and it wasn't a hassle. Mm-hmm. Now it's not a hassle. It's a joy. You know, I like to go. I'm hooked. They got me because I know how good I feel.
Yeah.
After I'm done. Yeah.
Good.
So it's gradual, you know. But yeah, for recommendations for exercise, it's really up to the individual. Wherever you're at, start where you're at, do what you can do, and then build on it. And as you follow the plan, you start to drop some weight, you drop some inches, you have more energy, you can do a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but exercise is definitely important. But people that can exercise, and I have some clients that it's hard for them to get around. They have some physical challenges. You can still lose weight. You can still lose inches.
Yeah.
You can still do some kind of activity, even if it's not a full big walk around a block every day. You know,
yeah.
There are other things people can do.
Yeah, definitely.
Body movement. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how do people get a hold of you?
Oh, it's easy. We have a website. It's www.makegreen.com /Bob Burgess. And I know you'll put this up on the screen.
Yeah.
Or my phone number is 603-533-4952. I'm right here in Manchester. Been around since '74. I live in the city and local guy. And we have folks all over the country that are plugged into this way of life. So if someone sees this and they're in California or they're down in Florida or they're in New York, I have partners that can help. But for anybody that's in New Hampshire and New England, I'm local, I travel, I'll come to you.
All right, awesome.
We do in-person consultations, we meet with groups, and we do large meetings as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else before we go?
You know, I just want to wish everybody a great 2018. I hope it's healthy and prosperous, and filled with a lot of laughter, a lot of love. Yeah. That's what it's really all about, is, you know, enjoying your life and being able to have the health and vitality to really enjoy it to the best of your ability. And I finally feel like I'm in that place in my life, and it's an awesome feeling. And I wish that for everybody.
Yeah. And with the New Year resolutions kind of running right now.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this
time.
January 15th, and this next 6-week challenge to kick it off. People need to get over the holidays. They're still not quite ready to jump in yet. A lot of them are, but people are like, okay, next week I'm going to do something, you know. Now New Year's is over and it's freaking cold outside. I'll get something going in a week or so. So January 15th is when we started off, and I'd need to have people get in touch with me right away because we kind of have a shut-off 3 or 4 days before. Yeah. So we can get people prepped and trained and ready to do what they need to do to get started.
Awesome.
But it'd be awesome to have 100 people from New Hampshire losing some weight and some inches and some fat and getting healthy.
Yeah, that'd be a good way
Love
to go.
To help, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Thanks,
so thank you everyone for joining us. It's been fun. Until next time.